Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Drivers, start your engines.
Hello everybody and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. On the broadcast tonight, it is the return of the Extreme Forces Racing League, and it is not their ARCA division anymore. It's the Gen 6 cars of NASCAR fame. But before we get into that, we got Mr. And I mean one of the people you will be seeing on the track for Rocky Faith Motorsports, by the way, along with Ryan Fry, Dustin Dean, and Dean Qualley, Mr. TJ Barnier. What's going on, pal?
Not too bad, AJ. You left out a last-minute driver entry on the team. Joshua Yando, my buddy Josh, is here on track tonight as well, and should be soon getting added to the roster. But I'm doing great. Yeah. I am excited for Daytona. One of the tracks I selected is the sister track to this one, Talladega. So I'm very excited to see what I can learn tonight that I maybe can apply later on.
Yeah, honestly, I think we're going to see a lot of craziness, but a lot of side-by-side at that same time. Now, before we get into anything, you see qualifying kind of going underway. Want to show you guys a video a little bit later, but TJ, kind of take us around this racetrack and kind of why everybody's doing what they're doing in qualifying with staying to the high side.
So typically the running theory here is, and I blame it on Dale Sr. himself, that opening lap you run the wall. The theory being it's longer, you should be able to build more speed up there. You get in close to that wall, it reduces drag on that side. In general, you're just supposed to pick up more speed by being up there. You come down off the wall out of 4, and you hang on it until you get almost to pit lane, and you kind of meander down to the bottom yellow. And when you get down to that bottom yellow, you stick to that thing like it's butter, and you're trying to scoop it all up all the way around. And the theory being that you've gained all that speed on the top, now you come to the bottom and you run the shortest way around the racetrack, put down the fastest lap time. And it's not science, but they say it.
Well, now you, I, and a couple other people have some serious stake in the game, if you would call it that.
And I'm hungry.
But, well, you're always hungry, but that's besides the point. But talk to everybody as the team owner, or one of the team owners of Rocky Faith Motorsports, which it's in memory of our good buddy Robert Rocky Hartso. But explain to them what you've kind of like talked to the team about of how to run this 75 lap race.
Well, the plan that I had heard was run the back. Where in that I see a problem is it sounds like that's everybody's plan was to run around at the back. So somebody's going to have to lead. Somebody's going to have to change strategy and go out front and be the front guy. Dale Jr. always said, I want to be the guy at the front because that's just less people I got to dodge if there is a...
Well, Dustin Dean with a very fast lap in that 25. Here comes Ryan Fry to put his qualifying...
Now, you mentioned the Rocky Faith Motorsports tie-in. AJ, I don't know if you've got the logo yet. Probably not.
I'm the one that had it made.
Well, I don't know if you got the cleaned up one I made up earlier today where we cleaned the background off. But it's the picture itself is Rocky's gamer picture from Xbox. That's where we knew Rocky from and spent many a night playing games. And I mean, anybody that watched the last broadcast, they knows what happened with Rocky. All of our love for him, and well, we couldn't think of a better way to do it than to make the team name after him. And we just we're hoping for big things in a very small amount of time, and luck always to go our way.
Well, let's get to the starting lineup for the Sunshine 75. Lee Kraus is going to start on pole. Rob Hattenback is going to be in second. Your row number 2 is Travis Lepanis, and Brady Floyd. Row 3, it's Dustin Dean and Eddie Morris. Row number 4, it's Matt Cochran and Michael Steele. In row 5, it's Frank Hughes and Matt Morneau. Now, TJ, we have 37 people that put down a time. Kind of take us through what people on different parts of the racetrack are going to be dealing with, say, if you're up front, in the middle, or in the back.
Well, so the thing I'm finding interesting is we have 37 entries. 21 actually put a lap down. Have you noticed who is sitting P22? And if you haven't, take a look. I'm a little confused by seeing that name here.
It's Will Cloud, and yeah, I'm 100% confused.
Not that I am upset to see Mr. Will Cloud, but I didn't think he was allowed here anymore, as they did throw an iRating cap. So I'm curious to see if he is actually racing. But my biggest thing I'm expecting here is the guys that didn't put a lap time down I assume aren't going to try to drop to the rear because they're already going to be there.
And there they go. They're leaving pit road.
That said, I'm curious to see if anyone tries to dip out of line or what the plan is. I don't see the Will Cloud machine on track, so maybe he just got in the wrong lobby. I don't know. The car's there. The driver is not. As the field does go and try to get bunched back up here.
It looks like Joshua didn't make the start. He's going to have to start from pit road.
Our Joshua?
Your Joshua.
Didn't grid. No way.
What row, Reggie?
Yep, there he is. He is going to have to start the race. Maybe a strategy call. I don't know. He had qualified P19, so maybe he was trying to make an adjustment to something. Sounds like
we're gonna get the green here, and we're gonna get right underway.
I don't know what they were just talking about, AJ, but something about Zach and Will was being mentioned in the driver chatter chat. I don't know if maybe they were doing adminship or something tonight.
Well, TJ, 75 laps around Daytona International Speedway. We're about to light these Gen 6 cars up. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm always ready, especially for plate racing.
I'm surprised
Pace
you
cars
didn't
down
choose
and
this race.
away. I did Dega. Fry was adamant he wanted.
And we are
Daytona.
green here in 2023 for the Extreme Forces Racing League.
AJ, I know there's teammates we know of in this race, but also familiar faces from years gone by. That 4-car Matt Cochran, a friend from Xbox Past. I actually reached out to him and asked him if he wanted to come run here because this is such a good series and I'd love to broadcast a race that he's in. And here he is in the beautiful teal Bass Pro Shops. The outside,
quick look of it.
In the early Prevail.
There goes that 83. He's going to bounce out of line. That's Dominic Hughes. Oh, and he's going to come back up on the racetrack well in front of everybody on that bottom line.
New leader, by the way.
New leader, number 20, Brady Floyd. Now, TJ, the reason why I feel like it was a good idea, like I love the ARCA cars, I love the racing we were seeing, but when it comes to the bigger racetracks, not the shorter, smaller tracks, you could actually bump without launching somebody into space.
Yeah, mostly because these cars don't lift the car in front of his rear end off the ground like the ARCA car. I can tell you, AJ, we ran a practice race Friday night for our team, and you really can't still bump I mean, you can bump, but it's a different kind of bump you have to do.
Really?
Because the pointed nose on the Chevrolets tends to make things get fishtaily. The Fords and the Toyotas don't see that issue that much. And I remember that issue from the Cup Series when these were the primary car in the NASCAR Cup Series. It seemed like the Chevrolets, if they didn't get just right, could kind of get a car squirrely.
Interesting.
AJ, any idea why Brady Floyd has 75 on the car, but 20 is his number?
Not a clue.
Is he running for Mick? Is Mick doing admin?
Well, I have him in both 20s, so I don't know.
Maybe
your stuff's a little off.
It
And
might be.
If this is your first time watching the league, yes, we are on YouTube, but we're also broadcasting on the EFRL Facebook page. We're going to get Twitch set up soon. There's a couple bugs that I've unfortunately ran into trying to multi-stream. But if you're on the YouTubes, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. This is just race one of many here on the channel with the Extreme Forces Racing League. And heck, it's race one, so right now it's Brady Floyd, Eddie Morris, and Robert Hattenbach in your top three. But looking a little bit further back, you know, our biggest mover so far has to be the number 11 of John Bartlett. He's up 20 positions, and that is a lot. Even for a super speedway where people just want to shoot to the back, that's a lot, and they are pretty far back right now, almost 7 seconds behind. As they're coming down the backstretch. Now, TJ, if you're still there,
I am, Val.
it's all fun and games, but a 7-second lead to the front pack is a long time, and I feel like if we stay green for a long period of time, that could hurt them. It hurt them bad.
I've got paint schemes updating on me as we speak.
Oh boy.
I think we're about settled out. The leader's the only one of this front pack I can't see. The rest of them are all coming into focus. There it is. There's the 20 car for me. I'm caught up, AJ.
But look at this front pack. You know, they're a little bit spread out. You know, you have the first 7 or 8 in a row. You have a little bit of a gap, and then another 10 or 15.
I mean, for right now, that sounds about right. The thing that's going to be crazy with that is come pit stops, how it all, how it gets dicey. I kind of made my own custom camera for this track, and it's the rear chase, but it's skewed, so you actually kind of get like a view behind more.
Sorry, Logan, I was editing it, so I apologize for that not popping up. I saw a mistake on it, and I had to edit it.
And there is...
So everything looked a little uniform there, my friend. Sorry, Logan.
Trying to go back through, AJ,
you see the difference between the front pack and the back pack.
Yeah, Tyler Aspinall in 15th. That's the tail end of this front pack. And he's just kind of hiding right behind Dean.
And just look from his gearbox. There they are all the way back there, just coming out of 4 now.
Actually,
so TJ, this is your first race as playing the role of Dale Jr.
Yeah,
so
no
far,
kidding.
How stressful is it?
Well, I'm trying to keep focus with the leaders, but I keep, jumping around trying to just see where our guys are.
Well,
and just keep an eye out.
You got Dustin Dean in 6th. You have Dean Qualley in 14th, all up in this front pack. But then you have to jump to that second pack. You got Ryan Fry in 29th, Joshua Yandow in 35th, and you are currently running nowhere in the broadcast booth with me.
Yeah. And not that I want to be running very far anyway. Josh, I believe, because he had to start with the grid, is all by himself. He is obviously hoping for a yellow.
He's right in front of the leaders, about to get a lap down. We're actually going to take a look outside the front of Brady Floyd's car, and there is Joshua Yandow right there.
Yeah, I expect Josh to, just kind of move out of the way here and maybe try to find a hole in line and just ride. Like I said, hope there's a yellow for something simple and he can get that lap back.
But we currently got 24 people watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Especially if you're on YouTube. But if you are on YouTube and you hit that like and subscribe, you'll get a nice little
there goes the leader,
Stone Cold Steve Austin giving you a little bit of a hell yeah there.
There goes the beginning part of this front group. Josh stays right
on the wall.
Did he catch a piece of it?
He did, and comes right down in front of Matt Cochran.
Matt might have went up there to try to get him going. I don't know if those guys were communicating what was going on, but I imagine he'll be okay once he gets back to the field here. A little touch like that on the wall, these cars really won't hurt you bad.
I don't think so either. They're a little more durable than the next-gen vehicles, but you still got to be careful on how hard you hit them and how often you hit them. I know you're just trying to get out of the way, but...
He looks like he's got the field now, and they're both pulling right back in. Josh is a very good plate racer.
I'm pretty sure both Rocky Faith Motorsports and the Darnell, as I'm trying to find the Darnell Racing, are all working together. Actually, they're all in one Discord, to be honest with you.
Did they all switch into one? I was thinking they were gonna.
Happy somebody took my advice.
The 2 cars back with the other group. These 3 cars. He's the other Darnell machine. He's three cars behind Fry.
Now, it's a long race, TJ. 75 laps from where we started the green. I really like what I'm seeing with this front pack. Just log laps. Get laps in the books, and we could fight towards the end. Right now, I'm not saying I'm happy to see what we're seeing, but I'm happy that these drivers are showing a lot of intelligence with let's get to the finish before we wreck some race cars. Ooh, as people are blinking out right now.
Yeah, the 57 about 6th was blinking, and I see Brady blinking. The leader.
Yikes, that can get a little scary there.
Like I said, I think right now, AJ, the plan is just log laps, get a feel for the car in this first fuel run. See what the tire wear is going to be. I mean, it's not like your normal track where things starts getting out of control. Greasy as the 18 kind of cuts the 38 off, back about 10. Maybe a little further back even. 38, huge check up there not to turn the 18.
Yeah, Matt Martineau falling back a little, but he's no in danger of losing that draft. He's
no,
fine.
And the 3-car just in front of the 18 pulls out all by his lonesome.
Fair and Elam in that mobile one. And there goes Matt Martineau. He's going to look to the outside, but the duck right back down. No help there. TJ, why don't we go to a quick commercial break and when we return, probably have pit stops in just a little bit.
Yeah, and hopefully no yellow while we're away.
Let's get this circus on down the road. We're taking bets about a tank and gas will go. From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We are back here, everybody, from Daytona International Speedway. And TJ, holy cow, we saw a lot of stuff going on while we were in that side-by-side. Kind of take everybody the craziness that just happened.
Well, AJ, from what I could see, it looked like some of the front guys were getting a little antsy, and they started to get a little racy, and that might even bring some of this second group kind of back into the picture here. Or was there a group of guys that fell off? I'm trying to just watch I was trying to look at the lap times because it looked like I'm hearing pit stop soon.
Well, that's good to hear.
Brady Floyd saying 3 more laps. He's the leader. I'm trying to find the difference. Looks like
Ooh, somebody's off the pace.
about 14th is out of 2. And the other guy...
Who's that on the apron right there?
Bobby Green? Real slow.
Yeah,
And
he
kind of
looks
not
really slow
staying
there.
below the yellows.
So we've stayed green all 20 laps here, and we really thinking pit stops got to be close because they don't run full fuel tanks.
No, 60% is what I was told. That second group of cars, AJ, has kind of there's almost 3 packs now up here at the front.
Yeah, and our second pack right now is being led by Farron Elam, followed by Tyler Aspinall, Dean Qualley, and Matt Cochran, all right there. And then you got to drop all the way back another 5.5 seconds to another pack, and that's Justin Hughes, Frank Hughes, Dominic Hughes, Austin Green, TJ Floyd, Josh Fox, Devin Smith, Dwayne Kernahan, John Bartlett, Daniel Park, and Brandon Dunford. But then you got to go even further back, almost 7 seconds, all the way to 27th position for Trevor Olson, Brandon Richardson, Dylan Dunford, Joe Darnell, Ryan Fry, Mick Olofsson, and Josh Iandow.
Yeah, Josh still the only car 1 lap down. I'm hearing pit stops.
Which could work for him. And there we go, onto pit road.
Fry seems off the pace, AJ.
He does. He's got a lot of rear end damage.
I wonder if maybe he got pushed. Maybe got in the fence a little bit.
But here comes pit stops. Oh, and they're wrecking on pit road.
Into the pits?
Yeah, into pits. Looked like they got really hot onto pit road. And we're going to go to that spotter cam so you guys can get a huge view of it as they're coming down. All off the racetrack, and Brady Floyd is lighting those tires up. 99 through the grass. He's going to get an unsafe pit entry and then a re-entry. Wouldn't be surprised if multiple drivers were caught there speeding, or maybe not. Wow. Let's see. Do we have more takers down pit road?
I'm hearing
Here
Hughes.
comes the leader.
Here comes the Hughes clan.
Oh, and Michael Steele's gonna spin hard into the inside wall.
No caution yet. He gets it going. He's moving on pit lane. No yellow.
There's our next pack. We got Farron Elam, Dean Qualley, and Matt Cochran. Honestly, TJ, you and I have raced quite a bit together on these super speedways. We've worked a lot together. Something that both, I think, you and I can attest to, you do not want to pit with everybody else.
No, you kind of want to do your own little... I mean, you kind of have to pit with people, but you want to kind of do a little group.
And stagger on the way in.
Right.
As here comes Matt Cochran to that inside. Is he going to try to gain a position or two? Looks like he's definitely getting slowed down enough.
I don't know if he's got a pit box before Dean, but the two of them being the way they are could cause trouble for themselves.
It looks like Dean is slowing up and cutting into his pit box now.
Yep. Dean's in, the 3's in. Matt's got to go a little further. Looks like he's just the other side of Michael Steele, and he's in his box.
Ooh, and TJ Floyd is the only car on the racetrack around himself right now. He is going to lose a crud ton of time.
3 down and away, 4 down and away, 17 and 90. All right together.
2 of Joe Darnell in that Miller Light number 2. That's a throwback. Just weird seeing it in a Toyota. Almost lost it coming out of pit road.
So through all of that, the 20 with whatever issues he had.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get caught speeding, but good on him to get slowed up, even though it very much looks scary.
The 2 missed his pit box, AJ.
Oh, so he's going to have to go all the way back around and lose even more time.
I have the 49 as the leader right now. Is that correct on your end?
I have Brady Floyd as the leader.
I think they may have just passed him.
No.
Yes, Floyd had just gotten it, or the other Floyd, Brady Floyd, had got around TJ Floyd. TJ was on pit lane. Kind of a real tongue twister later in the season when I run if you got TJ Floyd and me.
UTJ, TJ Floyd, and then Brady Floyd. It's like playing crud. What was that Game Show Network game? Chain Reaction.
The 20 and the 8, all kind of by themselves, by the looks.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, they've
almost
got
3 seconds, but they have a very fast Bradley Stefane and Dustin Dean with help. Well, it looks like the 99 of Rob Hattenbeck. You know, 3 cars are better than 2, and they are catching our front 2 drivers. We are spread out a ton, and if you don't believe me, here is the track map on your screen. You can see where everybody is.
I've heard that the 20 machine changed no tires.
And that's normal when it comes to these super speedway races. That is
29 saying
100%
they didn't
normal.
take tires.
The only time I would expect you to take tires if you were running that road course inside of DIS. But this is your battle, and there's the lead. We're actually going to jump on board with Bradley Stefane going in the gyro view, just so you could see the angle of these turns. Oh, and I thought Joshua was going to cut in front of Stefane, but look at this run. These cars punch a hole and a half, TJ.
Yeah, it is. AJ, from that was one thing we learned in our little test session Friday night. It is unreal the suck up these cars can find.
And look at this run.
Kind of had a feeling
Stefane
Josh
is
was now falling
even
2 laps down.
to the lead. Yes, he has. And he's not the only car 1 lap down.
No,
We have
there's several
multiple
others now.
vehicles. You have Rob Hattenbeck, Mick Olofsson, Ryan Fry, Michael Steele, John Bartlett, Austin Green, Joe Darnell, and Joshua Yandow, all 1 lap down or more.
I would have to assume if we got a yellow here that you would pit, the leaders would pit and top off, and these other guys might wave around.
And just hope for another caution pretty fast.
Looks like a couple Hughes, Farron Elam, Dean, Matt Cochran, and that 90 machine are trying to get clear of the 18 and the 12 of Lee Krause. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do it. It kind of stalled out. The front 3 bailed on them.
Well, we talked about it earlier, how Darnell Racing and Rocky Faith Motorsports are all working together, and there's 2 drivers right there. Dean Qualley, who is also the league owner, and Matt Cochran.
Co-opetitioning it very well. Josh Fox with them. Love the red Mountain Dew paint scheme.
I like Code Red, so yes.
Is that actually Code Red? I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know. Want to find out?
Why don't we?
Oh, it's Mountain Dew
Amp?
Amp?
I didn't know there was
Interesting.
a Mountain Dew Amp.
Well,
I knew
yeah,
of
I knew
Amp.
there was Amp.
I knew of Amp,
And
and I knew of Mountain Dew, but I didn't know there was a Mountain Dew Amp. I remember when Amp sponsored Dale Jr.
think there's Ryan Fry in that Wrestling Over Everything car, and they got to get moving. I don't know what they do. Do you think the leaders try to pass them, or do you think they, as Fry's going to blink out just a little bit, or do you think they stick right behind these guys and just make one gigantic train?
I mean, I think you try to get together. I think Josh was trying to get behind him there, and I think he caught the fence again. I think he got loose and caught the fence again because he is down under the apron right now because the rest of that other pack is by him.
Ooh, I thought he was about to lose the car coming back on the racetrack. But your leader right now, it is Bradley Stefan, Dustin Dean in second, and Eddie Morris in third. We're almost halfway, TJ, already.
And it's what a blur it's been.
What do you mean, what a blur? What you talking about?
I'm telling you, I swear we just dropped the green. 20 worried about losing the draft right now. I'm hearing over the radio. Looks like we may have lost Chad Waller.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we lost him maybe 10 or so laps ago. Oh no, he never started.
Oh, yeah, just recently he disconnected.
Disconnected.
So whatever was going on with him finally went on. The 09 just kind of got in front of the 20 here. Daniel Park.
He's in another Mountain Dew scheme, looking at that 09. Right with the leader, same thing with Joe Donnell in the 2. Now they're running with these leaders, not losing anything. But with that, you kind of are protecting yourself from possibly losing even more spots, because I think these lead cars can pull you the rest of the way. Or at least the rest of the way around. And for everybody watching on the YouTube or Facebook, kind of want to send our well wishes and hopefully everything is okay to the Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin. Took a very scary hit, got up, and then immediately collapsed. We're thinking about him. You know, we love watching these sports, but hate it when people get hurt. But the NFL just confirmed that they will not be resuming the game tonight in Cincinnati. So hopefully we see him get better. But for tonight, there's no more football. So think about what you do when you play these sports. You know, you love to watch them, you love to play them, but stuff like this can happen. Even in NASCAR, we've seen tragedies happen, or other forms of racing.
Yeah, AJ. I mean, it's always a danger in a contact sport like football, and injuries happen all the time. We're used to that. Nothing to this severity, and just thoughts and prayers for his family and young player. And I happen to be fortunate. Oh, maybe unfortunately, got to see the play earlier and saw the hit. I mean, it really didn't look anything out of the ordinary. So, just thoughts and prayers with his family, and I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, and I kind of want to bring back to the race right now. You saw the 09 of Daniel Park get out of line. I wouldn't be doing that. You're about a lap down, just over a lap down. Don't push your luck. Don't get out of line, get the whole field, and then you possibly lose the draft with everybody driving away. Stay where you are and, hope for a caution, because if you get out of line and try to get in front of these leaders, I feel like there's more of a risk than a reward there.
More to lose than gain, that's for sure. I mean, there's really not that many to this pack. He looks like he's struggling handling.
Yeah, it looks like Brady Floyd right behind him, who is on the lead lap as I'm looking for him. There he is. There's the 20 at the end of that line. He's taking evasive maneuvers, trying to get, stay behind the back of this pack. But look at him back up just a little bit,
Well, I got to imagine he wants to find a way around that 09. Because that 09 seems to be unpredictable right now and kind of all over the place.
Ooh, as Brady Floyd's going to blink for a second there.
Yeah, he's blinked a couple times, so I think he might be fighting that issue.
So get this, TJ, out of all these drivers in this first group, half of them aren't even on the lead lap. 8 cars and Brady Floyd's the fourth place vehicle.
Sounds like pitting again soon.
Absolutely. We're on lap 38, cruising right along, and I don't want to say it's because of the drivers or it's because of the vehicles, but I know how frustrating a season like last year had with about a 3 or 4 race gap of incident after incident after incident, and I think those 2.5, maybe 3 weeks off where people were able to reset, it helped everybody. They went and practiced, they felt out these cars, and TJ, look at the racing we've seen.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal to this point, AJ. I mean, they're spread out, which I expected, but I didn't expect as fast as it happened. And now it's just really interesting to watch these lead lap and lap cars battle front as the 20 goes around the 09 and tried to pick the 2 off too. And if he's not careful, he's not going to be able to get back down behind the 2.
Oh no, the 09 of Park is going to give him the hole.
Yeah.
But go back. 5th place is 14.5 seconds back, and they are moving. This whole line of vehicles is probably like 15 strong.
I mean, I would assume there's more to that pack. I'm looking at the scoring chart. There's like 5th to 15th are in that pack.
Yeah, Frank Hughes in 5th, 6th, Tyler Aspinall 7th, Travis Lepanis 8th, it's Noah Walter 9th, Matt Morneau, Larson Parker in 10th, 11th, Lee Krause, Dean Qualley in 12th, 13th, it's Farron Elam, Matt Cochran in 14th, and then in 15th, Dominic Hughes. That is a lot of drivers.
The word I'm hearing from the leaders is next time. And I'm
Oh,
also
boy.
hearing 2 tires for the front car, no tires for 4th place.
Well, ready to see some
Rolling
pit
the
stops.
dice.
As here they come out of turn 4. And let's see, nobody coming down, TJ. What you making me look like a liar for?
Next time by, AJ, is in not this lap.
Oh, well, they haven't gone by yet, so I thought that was the next time by.
No.
Don't make me be thinking that hard, dude.
Well, there it is, leader claiming he is headed. 25 saying he's going with him. 36 saying he's going in, he's not with this brag. 20 was asking the 8, he hasn't got a response yet.
And here they go.
Bunch of them in here on the front
all the
four.
lead lap cars coming down pit road.
That 89, real hot.
Ooh! Oh, that 89 hit hard.
Now, if the 8 and the 20 stay on what they were sounding like they were taking no tires, this could be real bad for that 25. He may exit with no friends.
Here's our first loop. 2 Canadians and 2 Americans.
20's down and
Dean
away.
Qualley.
25 and 8 exiting together. So the 20 will be the one all by himself momentarily.
Yeah, I like how you added momentarily because they gonna catch him.
They should.
Pit stops have started again for the second time tonight. Your top 4 just came down pit road and only lost 6 positions, TJ.
Crazy the gap they have right now in this field.
These top 4
gets out of
these top
line.
4 cards need to stay in a line. No battling, no nothing. While TJ Floyd and everybody else, or it's Brady Floyd, I'm sorry.
Brady thinks he has
Eddie
damage. He doesn't
Morris.
want to lead.
They all, does he say that, or is he just saying that because he wants to conserve fuel? Because there might be a little bit of a fuel strategy. Because I see no damage on that 20.
He may just be saying that. Can they? How long was that between pit stops there? Do you know?
We can find out. Pit stop length on your screen. They went 22 laps and then 22 laps.
So I would say everybody's going to be in back around 65-ish.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Did the 12, 17, 3, and 4 pit? Nope. No, obviously they
Not
don't.
yet.
The 17 just called out. He's coming.
Oh, and they have a bunch of vehicles with them, and there goes Travis Lapinus to that outside.
I expect the 4, the 3. There's an 18 with them. I don't know if he's on a pit cycle. It's Larson Parker.
Here they go.
12,
Elam is gonna
17,
stay
and
out.
4 all slow up, get down. Jump up, and get down to...
Oh, you got the 75 going off track there, coming onto pit road. That's Mick Olofsson in that Pepsi car.
Yeah, our good buddy Ryan Fry right behind him going into his pit box. Might have missed.
Yeah, he looks good. Don't think he's taking fuel. Stop it, AJ. Tires.
I was thinking his
Felt like-
pit box was the white one. I guess it was the purple one.
Felt like Foghorn Leghorn there for a second.
I say. 4
Alright,
is
here
down
comes
and
Farron
away.
I'm really surprised that the 3's doing it again. Oh, he's sliding. Oh boy, that's not good. That 3 was on a really good run as well, and loops it coming to pit road. Now your leader is TJ Floyd in that 49.
He went the longest of anybody the last time. Familiar face right behind him. Several laps down at this point. It's got to be driving Josh.
You mean
nuts.
right in front of him?
Oh yeah, I got their numbers backwards, and I thinking he was the lead car.
As they're going by Austin Green in the 15. Appreciate everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube. Hit that like button, subscribe to the
21
channel.
down to pit. Somebody claiming there was almost a LePage moment. It was the 57 of Noah Walter. Oh, is it still the 49 AJ?
TJ Floyd's the 49.
He's still our leader for the moment.
And he's
As
coming
he
down
ducked
now.
away. I kind of thought that was going to happen.
Our lead pack, who's going to take the lead by Eddie Morris in the 8th, 25 Dustin Dean.
They're there
Brady
now.
Floyd, and then almost 20 seconds back, Tyler Aspinall.
Yeah, the 03 now 1 lap down. Another 1 lap down behind him. 34. Who is the 34? I don't have a 34, so what number actually is that car?
Where's he running?
Right with those guys. Is that a 94, not a 34?
Could be a 94.
I guess it is a 94.
94 is Dylan Dunford, the Kellogg's car?
No, he's
Not
the
the
one in
Kellogg's
front
car.
of it. Yeah, the purple and...
Yeah. Yeah, it's Dylan Dunford in the 94 TJ.
From the angle I was on the blimp cam, it looked like a 34. If you look at the roof. I'm trying to get closer right now so I can not feel crazy.
I mean, we know you're crazy. It's fine.
AJ, they're talking about you. Lee thinks you're going to be losing your mind at how fast this race is going.
Why would I be losing my mind?
I don't know. I think that was just a little fun and game.
Don't jinx stuff like that. Come on.
We're gonna
He's
hold
a
you to it,
broadcaster.
Lee.
He should know.
We're going to hold you to it, Lee.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He's a broadcaster too.
Maybe he's trying to issue a broadcaster curse.
Well,
25.
why don't, with all these pit stops over with, let's go side by side again for what could be our final break of the night before we talk to our top 3 finishers. So we'll be right back, everybody.
Let's get this circus on down the road. We're taking bets about a tank and gas will go. From Mortar to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Oh, yellow flag is out on the racetrack, everybody. Looking to see what that is for. Could be something with Dominic Hughes.
Something with the 12 car.
Let's see. We're
Looks
looking
like
at the 83. I was right.
12 hooked him. Killed the 36 too.
And that is our first caution of the evening coming
AJ,
to
can I
you
say
on
it?
lap 56.
Can I say it?
As long as you don't say it's me.
Cautions breed caution. Here we go. This is a new race.
Brand new. Well, not for the 36 or 83,
No,
unfortunately.
but we will have pit stops. Everybody will be good to go on fuel. Energy in this field is about to ramp up to 1,000.
Yeah, Lee Krause in the 12 clips the 83, sending the 83 spinning with a lot of damage.
Looks like 30. If you go on board with the 36, you're going to see a very great angle of this catastrophe.
think the 36 is Dwayne Kernahan. Because I'm looking for his number. There he is. And you said on board, Mr. TJ.
Oh yeah, go right on board. You'll see it all. Right to the bitter
There
end.
it is.
Right to the bitter end, you will.
And you heard it in his motor. It don't sound that good. That
There
car
is
sounds
chaos going into the pits right now.
That car definitely sounded a little bit broken there.
You see him pull out a line, and you see that car go around in front of him. Like, where do you go?
Well, that's a thing. You really don't have a lot of places you can go. Especially when they block the top portion of that racetrack.
Did the leaders stay out, AJ?
Well, let's find out. No, he didn't.
Trying to find.
Eddie Morris is right behind the pace car, and he last pit on 56, which was literally that last lap. What you looking for, TJ? Talk to doctor. I said that kind of weird. I apologize.
I'm just, there's some, so something happened. Something's going on where the guys that were trying to take the wave around didn't get around the leaders before they exited the pit road.
Oh, and they're being trapped a lap down.
But they were trying to take the... I don't know what's going on. I'm confused to no
Honestly,
end.
TJ, not that difficult with you. Not
Well,
gonna lie. No, but I see what you're saying. It's confusing, but when it comes to if you are a wrecked car and if you need to catch the pace car, those lights for pit road can come on at any time, but you still have to catch the pace car first before pitting.
so it sounds like the 49 stayed out, but because he had to stay behind cars who were trying to pit to not get a penalty, he wasn't able to get around the leaders before they exited. This is strange.
It sounds very strange.
Very confusing. I mean, I fully expected to be more yellows at the point. We're now in full mode. All the lap cars are going to be removed from the front. It'll be the top 16 when Justin Hughes
Holy cow, just 16.
gets caught back up.
That's it's not a lot of cars left. And there goes the pace car.
Pace car's going around, and the running order's not set.
And here we go. Green flag in the air. We are away again for our first restart of the evening.
Oh, Dustin Dean threads the needle.
But look to his outside. Tyler Aspinall in 92. Coming out of turn 2. He's going to have a nice run, or is he going to try to duck down behind Dustin Dean as well?
Well, Brady Floyd's blinking. I wouldn't say
well,
there's room at the moment.
I didn't see the number 20 when he started. When I was saying that.
I don't know. That outside looks hooked up right now. They might try to put this thing out front.
That's being led by Tyler Aspinall. He got 61 right behind him. of Frank Hughes as they're coming off of turn 4.
Diciness back behind these guys. Nothing too crazy yet. Still some time left. They might be able to keep it under control. But how long do they wait before they start taking chances? I mean, if you're somebody right now, say 10th or 11th, you know you're not winning the race where you are. You got to make some moves.
Well, we're looking all the way from that blimp cam because that gives you the best view of this top 10. And we just saw that outside have a hell of a run completely dissipate when there was no more help with that 57 as Aspen.
Oh, there it goes! Somebody more spinning in the back, trying to get slowed up. Cautions breed cautions. Wow.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
That. So it sounds like Thornton and Cloud are running the yellow flag.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, let's back it up. Let's see. As you see everybody blinking out a little bit. Could be the server dealing with so many vehicles on the racetrack at once.
I'm trying to figure out who it was that died.
Well, it
like
was the 61 and 38. 61 of Frank Hughes and the 38 of Matt Morneau.
Looked like the car on the bottom who had just got Tyler.
It's the 18 of Larson Parker.
Yeah, I think Tyler Aspinall kind of cut down in front of him and just really disturbed his car. And it gets really tight and...
Ooh. Wow, that was weird. Good thing I don't have epilepsy, and I apologize if anybody at home has epilepsy.
Oh. And
that was tough.
438 gets annihilated. Some other guys get brought into it just past. Trying to catch a number back there so I can see some of that. Looks like the other Hughes, the 83, was one of the guys that got turned. Were all the Hughes in this?
I know of at least 2 that were.
Couple Hughes. Yeah, you see the 83 was getting slowed up and nobody behind him knew what was going on. The 3 piled into him.
All right, well, let's see if we have anybody come down pit road. Do you think anybody will?
Not now. I mean, that was the wave around was the time before. I would think.
Here comes No, and it looks like Michael Steele as well.
I think the 2 might have been involved in that late wreck skirmish there.
He was.
Oh, and our buddy Ryan Fry.
What happened?
He was in that last little bit of the wreck.
Was he?
Yeah.
Must have been towards the end.
I'm trying to get view of it here. I don't know, his view cuts out on me for some reason. He was just, as they were banging around and bouncing off each other, he kind of was involved.
Oh yeah, there was nowhere for him to go. Looked like the lobby was going to hell, and he's gonna clip somebody and come down pit road.
Fry did say if he wrecked that machine, he was coming up in the booth. Maybe we'll get him. Doesn't sound too wrong on what I can hear on him. But he is sitting in the pit lane.
Yes, he is. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to return. It'll be the restart with just around 10 laps to go.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
We are back getting ready for that restart. And oh boy, is this going to be a big one.
AJ, do we want to get our onboard pit reporter up here? I was getting a message to pull him.
We talking about Ryan?
Yeah.
Now while we're about to go green?
That's what he messaged me.
Go for it. Pull him up here.
Do I have that power?
You
Have
should.
I got the power?
Ow!
I don't.
But they are completely, that bottom lane is blowing everybody away.
Ryan Fry, you got a copy?
I got a copy. What's up, guys?
How's how's the car?
I had a minute of required repairs there. Got it all done right before I got put another lap down. This is fun. I'm learning a lot. The beginning of the race was kind of messed up, and we all got separated, and it's kind of been a fight ever since.
Yeah, we see Josh missed the grid, so he really was out of it. Little update for the team. Our man Dustin Dean sitting second right now.
Yeah, he had a conversation with the other two up front about not wrecking each other, and I said, yeah, I'd like to see my Rocky Face teammate up there and put it in victory lane in the first race out, but
I'll take a top three.
Yeah, I will
He's
too.
pushing real hard on the 8 right now. How are you looking?
I'm doing good. I'm back here running with Farron and a couple other ones that got some more damage. I don't think I got much of it cleaned up as I thought I did. Just so spread out. But I'm learning. This is fun. Right now it's just now it's just a war of attrition, I guess. It's waiting to see more wrecks happen, more people fall off.
Well, we are glad you are having fun. We are watching the battle at the front here. They're mostly single file for about eight deep. Now there's Mountain Dew cars all over the place getting double file with each other, trying to get back to the. I hope you stay clear.
Makes me wonder if they were all on the same team.
It's totally nuts how we practice, and the suck up was so real, and in the car racing wise, it doesn't catch up as fast as what I thought it did.
Huh.
It's been very interesting. So, I'll catch up with you guys after the race.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
Fry.
think I can move you back if you want to head back where you were.
Put me back.
I do believe I have that power.
Come on, TJ. I know you do. Hey!
Well, too bad I put him back by himself.
You're a... Why? Why would you do that?
I got him.
Probably started talking to all them. I was like, hello? Hello?
He walked into that chat like Will Smith walked into his house in the final episode of that series.
Ooh.
Nobody was there.
Oh. I thought you were going to say he walked into, what was it, John Travolta with can't think of it. Him and Samuel L. Jackson. What movie was that?
Pulp Fiction?
Yes, thank you. Like, where is everybody? Huh? Oh. But look at this. Eddie Morris. This second half of the race has been all 8 car, but followed by Dustin Dean, Brady Floyd, Travis Lepanis, and Tyler Aspinall rounding out that top 5. TJ, it's got to be getting hairy. Less than 10 laps to go now.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are making it look easy. I'm waiting for somebody to dive out of line here. I cannot believe we haven't seen a formidable top line formed here.
I'm really surprised. It seems like that top line has been only really good on restarts.
Well, knowing too, AJ, in the real life version of these cars, they were known for being top line. You could almost form that giant top line and run for hours up there. I see, man, we have Rocky Faith cars all around that top 5 right now. The 17 at Dean Quali sitting 6th.
Little cloud cover through this tri-oval.
I know the 4 cars back there. He was one of the guys working with us tonight. He tried to shove the 19 a minute ago in those 2 Bass Pro Shop cars, and they got separated for a second.
Yeah, they bounced off each other and completely separated. But look for that 4 car to have one hell of a run. See if he takes it.
Oh, he does.
Oh, look at that
I just don't know if he's got
run.
anywhere to go. You got to try. Matt was always somebody on a plate race. He'd ride for a while, but he wanted to try to form something and try something. And that may be what he's doing. There are cars behind him, but they keep diving off. He's now backed up to, there's about 5 guys lined up at the top. Oh, one of them clipped the wall. Gets loose. Everybody saves it.
And that's going to kill Matt's momentum
the most. I think it was Dylan Dunford got near sideways into the turn.
Dylan Dunford in the 19.
The 19. No, he's 94, AJ.
Oh, Brandon Dunford.
Dunford's in the 19.
You know, dyslexia is a thing, but, you know, usually the actual numbers just reversed. Apparently, I looked at Dunford and I was like, that's the one.
That's the Dunford I need.
Here comes Matt in the 4. Cochran to that outside, making a move with the 29.
Right back to where he was a minute ago. Just needs more up there. They need more guys to make the top work.
I mean, those 2 cars alone have made some progress. Here comes the 99.
Oh, gotta
That's
move
Rob
in the front,
Hattenbeck.
baby. No, these guys they were split. The 8 was outside by the wall by himself. I didn't know where the 25 was gonna go. Here comes the 4 on the top. They got a lap car to avoid. The 4 loose. Contact with the 17. Spins. Oh,
And a green-white checkered. Was that Cochran just trying to avoid the lap car?
Yes, I think it was. I think he overcorrected for the lapper. Yep, Matt said he got loose out of 4 trying not to hit the lapper.
Oh, and he's going to collect a good chunk of vehicles. There's the 12.
Oh, man.
And that car, like we've said a couple times tonight, don't sound very well.
No, it don't look very good either.
Now, here's the thing. Look at the 8 car. Oh, he's letting the pace car go by. I was going to say, do they have enough fuel?
I would think they're good. Maybe he's saving just to be sure. I mean, we pitted. We had, about 20 to go when the pit stops happened?
Yes.
And we were thinking 22-ish was the window?
Correctamundo.
But that was under green. The 25 looking for pit road. No, faking.
Are you sure?
Faking.
So I was like, are you sure?
17 asking for a damage check.
Well, the 17 is Dean Qualley. Let's take a look to see if there's any damage on that vehicle. The front looks good.
Pretty clean to me. A little right behind the tire, but not enough I'd worry about it.
Maybe a little bit on the back bumper too, but that's about it.
The back bumper he's had, actually. That's been
I wouldn't worry about it.
The race. That was wild, AJ. My heart rate.
I can hear it.
Well, I mean, Matt was working with our guys tonight, and he kind of got into Dean there, and I was kind of hoping Dean was going to slide up in front of him, but they had cleared him before he could, and whew. Yeah, they are confirming they're calling that one on the 4, as we suspected. Matt owned it.
And he was running a very good race. He was
Matt
inside
waited,
the top.
I think, AJ, till like the perfect time.
Yeah, but he stayed close to that top 10 mark, you know, whether it's, 7th to 13th. He was right around there, always on the lead lap. But unfortunately, just gets loose trying to maneuver around a lap car, which we've seen before many times, and especially coming out of a turn could be an issue.
Yeah, I mean, it totally always, it changes the air around your car, and if you haven't had a vehicle in that position, like these guys really haven't been 3 wide tonight. So, it really just destabilizes what you're comfortable with, and all of a sudden you're way out of control. Car's still ducking down on the apron, AJ. I don't know if fuel's an issue. I would think with multiple green-white checkers it would be, but I would think with one, with the yellows we've had, it should be okay.
Well, we talked about how much damage was on that number 4. He's still on the racetrack, on the lead lap.
Never pitted, huh?
I think he did a little bit. Probably just if there was any required damage. Because if he's got a meatball and required to pit, he's doing this to just gain an extra lap or two before possibly getting disqualified. But I feel like he went down pit road and fixed a little bit so he didn't get disqualified, which he did.
AJ,
the last pit on 74. Yes.
There's a small update I just noticed has come out about the ball player there, DeMar.
Yes.
It sounds like his vitals are back to normal, and they have put him under so they can put a breathing tube down his.
Okay, that's at least a little bit better.
Signs of life. It's very good as we go green.
Green here for maybe the final time tonight?
The 8 gets down in front of the 25 like we've seen all night. 17 kind of trapped on the outside behind the 16, the 57. Those guys maybe try to form a line. 17's dipping low out of there.
There goes Dean Qualley. Going to take a look at that.
I think he ended up back where he was in 6th.
Oh, Brady Floyd looking
content to run at the moment. These guys at the front have yet to really trade blows. Is it going to finally happen?
It's about to happen, but here's the thing. Are you going to have people go with you? As we're coming around.
I think if the 20 goes, Tyler goes behind him. Where the guys go behind them is curious. Obviously, Dean, I would think, would go with Dustin.
Wrestling over everything, white flag.
It's not wrestling over anything, AJ. It's wrestling over everything. Oh, my nerves, my guy. 20 backed him up a little. Here comes the run. 25 throws a small block, nothing major. Wait for the push. 8 blocks. Big hit. 25 not letting him get down. 20's going to get down.
Might have one more run.
25 might have a huge surge here. 20 should get a huge surge.
And out of turn 4.
Here they come.
There goes Morris to block.
20 looks low. Nothing there. Looks like it's going to be 8, 20, 25. Did Dean get 5th?
Dustin Dean got 3rd.
Talking about Dean Qualley. Did he get 5th?
Dean Qualley got 6th as iRacing was blinking out once again.
Oh, crazy.
That's insane. It seems like whenever a bunch of cars start wrecking, the game says, hey, stop that.
Yeah, Dean was just behind Tyler. But I'll take a top 3 for the team.
2 cars in the top 6.
Sounds like there was chaos back behind all these guys.
Oh yeah, there was.
Something around the 12 was involved. Oh yeah, the 57 got underneath the 90. The 18 was just shoving the 90 hard, and Mountain Dew spilled all over the short chute. Oh
Well,
man, the
let's see
12,
if we.
honestly, AJ got through there unbelievably.
But now he's got no front end. See if we can get a word with our winners. Look at to the Discord.
Oh
All
yeah,
right, let's talk to our race winner, Eddie Morris. Holy cow, what a block coming out of turn 4. Kind of tell us, how hard was it to keep that car up front and make the necessary move to win the race tonight?
And to be honest with you, as long as Dustin Dean's a pushing you, you're going places for sure. Used to racing around him. Brady Floyd, I knew I could block him and take the win. Nah, just playing. It was pretty good try from him. I just last lap, man, you just kind of have to take a chance and hope it sticks. And my luck, it just did. And shout out to Brady. Shout out to Dustin. Shout out to Dean Qualley for the league. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting this thing. Man, it's fun.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. TJ, got anything for our race winner, our week 1 Daytona Sunrise 75 winner?
just man, you kind of dominated out there the second half of this race, and you were up the front for the most part. But were you guys hoping it was going to go green when it was just the three of you there?
Always hoping it goes green, brother, because getting in and off pit road, like that's key right there. And then figuring out like your gas mileage and stuff, and how much you need to make it to the end. If you can get that pretty close, then you can save a lot of time by not wasting it on pit road.
Were
So
you
I
guys
like to
close?
pride myself in that. I have 2.2 gallons remaining in my car right now.
All right, so she was light.
Yep, yep. I was worried, man. If we would have had that third green white checkered, I don't think I would have been able to stay out. So it's a good thing
Well,
it didn't happen.
good win, first race of the year, and put on an exciting show for us. Was
I appreciate it.
the 25 letting you down in? Was that key here?
We used to race in another league together, and we still do. So I know I can race around him. That's why I said, if he's pushing you, you're going places. And he's pretty quick too. So, yeah, man, that was the thing. If I knew, I'm out here, man. I'm not on a team or anything. So, like, I'm out here by myself, and these races are the hardest to win with no teammates, no help, and like I said, I knew he would stick with me, especially whenever everybody was calling out they're going with Brady Floyd there at the end. So we knew we were going to have to defend it, and even if he wasn't going to go with me, he kind of knew he was going to be a sitting duck there too. So it's just one of those things, man. You just gotta figure it
Well,
out, man.
they say the 8 car is lucky at Daytona. I think you proved it again, and good win.
Appreciate it, man.
See you later, my friend. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's talk to our P2 finisher, and that is the driver of the number 20, Brady Floyd. Brady Floyd, AJ, TJ, and now Ryan up in the broadcast booth. TJ, take it away, my friend.
Brady, why does it feel like every time I get to talk to you, it's the second guy I get to talk to, not the first?
That's because for the past couple months, I have a really good habit at finishing second and a really hard aversion to winning. But full credit to Eddie there. He did all he needed to do on that last lap.
Oh, that block was I could he threw it. I thought for sure not because you wanted to, but just because the way it was going to work out that he was going to end up turned. But you guys did a good job keeping it going forward, and you ran a heck of a race. Brought it home second again. I know. I feel like you're gonna win one eventually. You gotta be the guy first.
Eventually.
But
yeah,
just
I think I could have committed one way, and then I tried to switch back, and he got the block in time. I think I probably could have turned him, but I think that would have been pretty frowned upon. Not how I want to win a race. So as bad as I want to win one, and as much as I love to mess with Eddie, didn't feel like the right thing to do there. So
I think you're definitely right there, but you ran a great race. I don't think you were ever, other than through pit cycles, ever really out of the top 5 tonight that I can remember. So you certainly deserve to be up front at the end, and you were, and great run all around.
yeah, I'm happy that we're able to start up front and kind of stay up front most of the night. I'm also pretty pleased with the guys to run 50 laps in a row green at Daytona is no easy feat, especially when you have 35 guys that haven't raced together for a few weeks in there. So, I mean, for that big of a field to run green that long, that was really impressive. And then it's always good to, once you get green flag or green white checkers, to have it hurts a lot worse if you start up there at a green white checker and then don't end up finishing there. But at least for the front guys, it remained mostly the same. So that's always a
And
pretty good feeling too.
You only had to use one green white checkered. Always.
All right, Brady, got any sponsors you want to plug? Unless TJ wasn't done.
Oh no, it's good. Let him.
TJ, if you got one more, I got plenty of time for you guys.
No, you're all good, pal. You're all
right.
good.
Well, definitely got to thank Matt and Noah for running with me tonight. They kept me cool throughout it. And I know Matt had got pretty unlucky there at the end. I think Noah caught some damage in an earlier wreck too. Chris Pierce will be joining us as well sometime soon. Thank you to Zach and Will, the unsung heroes of the night, stepping in last second to be race control. So thank you to them. But yeah, all the guys at Adria Esports, Fourcloak Media, our main sponsor, Pierce Graphics, Lorenzo Designs. You can find them at fourcloak.net, twitch.tv/fourcloak, and piercegraphics.com. Thank you to you guys again for broadcasting, and looking forward to hopefully repeating this type of race on Tuesday and Thursday with the trucks and next gen. So hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season and a really good start to 2023 for EFRL and Adria as a whole. So thank you all.
All right, brother. Well, congratulations, and we will talk to you next week.
Yep, thank you.
All right. I'm pretty sure there's a reason why we have Fry up here, because man puts together an all-star team, and we hit a podium off the get-go. So let's talk to our P3 finisher, Dustin Dean. Ryan, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. Dustin, what's it like at the front of the pack? Because I don't know what it's like.
It's what you think it would be. If you could imagine what that's like.
Well, you held down the front of the pack. I held down the back of the pack, and it was good to go.
That's right. That's right. No, we had some good runs up there. I mean, it was, I don't know, man. It reminds me so much of back in the day when NASCAR would run these Gen 6 cars, of how you just get single file and just run. I mean, to me, I don't like it, but hey, it works out when you're a part of that front group.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I jumped in earlier and said the same thing. That the start of the race was a little weird. We got sprung out and separated by such a huge gap that even with us in the back, single file trying to catch that front pack, we just couldn't catch you. And as soon as you guys went single file, we really couldn't catch you. And then both lines at almost the exact same time decided to go double file, and it was like, well, what was the purpose of all of that?
That's right. That's right. No, yeah, I never even considered of going to the back tonight. I knew with 37 cars or however many we had that I was either going to get wrecked or I was going to be up front. So I'm just glad it worked out.
Well, the team is very happy.
Glad I could rake in the money.
Thank you. I don't know where to hit that checkout button at, but I'll find it.
I'll pay for our employees this week.
Yeah, Dean was. We were hoping if those guys got a little squirrely in front of you that maybe you could get slipped through. And Dean was right there in 6th. We were hoping maybe he could find his way up, but they kept it clean.
Yeah,
I'll take 3rd place for week 1, I guess.
Yeah, I knew Brady was going to get up there and try to do something with Eddie, and I was hoping that he would turn him. Let's be honest, I was hoping he would turn Eddie. But yeah, they just never did. So I tried to make a last-ditch effort on the outside, but it never happened. I'll take 3rd. You're right.
You ran a great race. I mean, you guys were like in your own zip code there for a good chunk of that race.
Yeah, we were hoping a caution wasn't going to come out there, and we were just going to finish 1, 2, 3. But I mean, it
Well,
still
yeah,
worked
'cause
out.
at one point you even told the two, hey, how about we just race and not wreck each other? And
I heard that. I
I
heard
was
that
all,
that laugh.
I was
A
all
podium
for
is a
that.
podium.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard that, and I do believe Brady's response was, "But I could."
Of course, that's why I thought he would there at the end, but he didn't.
It was a great run. Great to have you aboard.
Thank you,
Put
guys.
the
Good to be.
Rocky Faith on the podium first race out it means a lot more to us than what you think it does.
Awesome.
100%.
2 in the top 6, baby. I'm loving it.
Well, let's keep that momentum going as we move forward and move
Well,
forward.
we go to Homestead next race. Where do you think you're putting that 25 next week?
Should I be
Victory lane,
conservative?
AJ.
Let's say third again. Hey, if I keep doing third every week, we'll be all right.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, my goal is better than 26th. I believe that's where I finished.
That's a
tonight.
good goal to have.
That's
Yeah.
my goal next week is better than 26.
Yeah, you did finish
All right.
26th.
All right, Dustin. Well, great run tonight. We'll see you a little further south. Wow, in Homestead, Miami.
Yeah,
He
so
like
He
like,
ain't even been drinking.
I don't.
Was he
I
like
have
this
not.
the whole was he like this the whole broadcast, or is it only when I jump in that he starts?
It's only when
Sorry,
you
just
jump in. He had to pay attention the rest of the time.
This is true.
I don't know if anybody has mentioned it on the broadcast, but thinking about DeMar Hamlin and what his family must be going through right now.
Not just him, Ken Block as well.
Yeah, AJ, you never really got to that. Maybe we'll touch on it in a minute. But Dustin, just so you know, there has been an update, and his vitals had returned to normal, but they had to put him under to insert a breathing tube.
Oh wow!
There's good things and bad things in that message.
No, I have not heard that, so that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
But it's always good that he is at least alert enough that they're confident in putting him under.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, everybody. Well, Dustin, congratulations on your podium finish, and we'll see you at Homestead next week.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you.
All right. TJ, got any final thoughts before we ask Ryan? And Ryan's probably going to say, well, if I finish 26th or better, I'll be happy.
I mean, it was a good race. They 50 some odd laps. Green was wild.
That was insane.
Fry, you are running the next one, Fry, right?
Yes, I will be at Homestead.
So you will be driver again at Homestead. We will look for you again there, and then you come back to the broadcast booth for it with us.
Yes, I come back in to make the broadcast booth more entertaining for a couple of weeks.
Well, we need a little bit more smarts up here because nobody ever did any track update and all that Larry Mack stuff I did on you the last one. I forgot all about it.
What good are you? You have the power to pull me in and out, and you didn't. I had to message you to pull me in.
I put you back in the wrong chat, so I don't know if you noticed that.
I was way too focused on everything. Can you fill me in on what's going on in this situation?
So there was a player for the Bills. He made what looked like a routine tackle. Safety DeMar Hamlin, I think it was.
Yeah.
And got up from making the tackle, took like a step and a half, and collapsed to the ground.
Oh.
Like, you remember that goalie a couple years ago that was just in net and just keels over?
Yeah.
He went down. They
Same
brought
concept.
out medical staff, an ambulance. From what I gather, they were administering CPR for at least 9 minutes. They got him, I guess, to where they felt stable enough to backboard him and get him into the ambulance. And since then, there's been an update out that his vitals had returned to being stable, and they were inserting a breathing tube.
Okay, and now I'm just seeing updates again of Kent Block was killed.
What is? I hadn't heard this and seen this yet. AJ.
Yeah.
What is Ken Block?
Unfortunately, a couple of hours ago, Ken Block unfortunately and suddenly passed away in a snowmobile accident.
Oh.
And Yeah, 2023 can already go screw itself.
That would be
Yeah.
motor
Well, I mean, yeah.
sports legend in his craft, an extreme sports fanatic. That's a really sad.
I couldn't tell you how many times I watched his Gymkhana
I mean,
videos
as a motorsports fan, that one hurts for sure.
or his, watching him run super rallycross up at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Mm-hmm.
Those races were awesome. How they would screw up the track and everything to run those races.
And best wishes to, or no, nobody, he's not gonna listen to it, but best wishes to Jeremy Renner as well. His incident,
Snowplow accident, from what it sounds like.
from what it sounds like, it was one of those bulldozer type snowplows that they use in the mountains, is what ran over his leg.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, sorry to leave everybody on a kind of a somber note, but Eddie Morris wins the Sunshine 75, followed by Brady Floyd and Dustin Dean. Next week, we do 100 laps at Homestead Miami Speedway. But until then, y'all stay safe, stay cool, and please don't do anything stupid.
Did he say he needed a team?